ended up having a ground that I didn't need, so I will end up taking that pin out. It almost looks bare now. I did some soldering, did some hot gluing for the speakers. The speaker wires were so fragile. I twisted the wires from the speakers and I put it into the pin connectors. I soldered it on both sides, and then I hot glued it, and then I put the plastic shielding over it to get into the hot glue, and then hot glued that. I had the labels I twisted around, and I ended up kind of making a bridge for these. So now it's more durable, it's stronger. It was actually breaking off in my hands, it was very brittle. I will be doing a power test soon. I just want to say that I ended up, this is the hot, so this is line. The next one up is going to be neutral, which in my case is white, except for the speaker. The speakers has writing on it. I tested it, continuity tested it, but yeah. See, actually, when I cut it off, I continuity tested it, and the speaker has some ratings and some writing on it. There we go. And so that's kind of like that's a mark. So I know that instead of having like a line go through it, you know, white and then white with a black stripe, they have writing embossed in it. So I just used the continuity to test which connected to where. So this was, the larger one was the hot, and it has no writing on it, so it's the live. Then I stripped, I removed a lot of the conductor. I made a lot of wire show up. See, when the thicker the wire gets, the more wire you want exposed, because when you wound them together, I twisted them together and they got very short. So I about doubled what I usually would remove, and I twisted them. I kept doing it until it got large. Sorry. And then I used pliers to turn them into a hook, and then I soldered. I tried to get the solder all the way to the base, even past it. That's not a good solder job on this one. And because if you leave it at certain places, it becomes brittle very easily. Very easy. And to hook it on, I just removed the screws out of there. Okay. And so white's supposed to go in there. And now I just put white through. And then I screw it back in. Okay, thank you. I'm sweating like a banta herder. Jeez, a week ago, I had the Trojan board in my back room for 2 years. Yeah, the box that I received it in still had the label on it, and it was postmarked in July, and of 2014, and I was like, I should go do something about that, and I did. The third final smoke test. Water is dripping out of my hair, and I have no idea why, but I feel like Brendan Fraser's character, the basketball player in Bedazzled. Just go out there, we do 110%, it's all about teamwork. And it's just profusely. I'm worried that I'm going to short the board by dripping on it. Look. By sweating all over it. Perspirating. Okay. Let's plug it in. Make sure nothing's touching nothing. Okay. Okay, we pretty much, okay. The funny thing is, I'm not having the tile set. I don't know if you remember in the first couple, the tile set would be off and I'd have to smack the board to kind of realign those pins, those traces. But since I've moved it, it seems to be doing well. Okay, now I just have to put it all together, and then I will get my tripod and we'll see how it works. Thank you. Go out there, we do teamwork, we give 110%. Oops. Get down! The down button's a little faulty. I'm gonna have to look into that. What the heck? Excuse me. Backwards, idiot. Thank you for your view of my getting my butt kicked. Oh.